Welcome back, you beautiful people. It is June 2022, so naturally we're looking back at what happened in May 2022 in real estate in Ottawa. As always, if you're liking what you're hearing, if you find this content to be valuable, please click the subscribe button, share it, hit the bell for notifications so you can start to see some properties before they hit the market. And if you'd like to schedule your own private consultation with me, my Calendly link is in the description below. So let's just jump right into it. We'll talk about what has sold on the combined scale in the month of May. We sold less properties, less by 19.2%, not 119% more. That is a typo that I made. So May did sell less properties, but the average price went up versus last year by 7.5%. Inventory, as you can see, is climbing. We've got over 2,100 properties available for sale. We are still, it's 13%, 13.5% more. We're still really shy in terms of inventory, 34 days of inventory. So the absorption rate is still just over a month. Remember, to get to a balanced market, we need 3 or 4 months of inventory. So we're a ways away from there. On the combined side, year to date, we've sold 13% less houses, but the average price has gone up by 11.5%. Now that number is trending down, okay? Earlier towards the beginning of the year, that 11.5, so how much it's gone up this year, was a much higher number, and every month we're seeing it come down a little bit and a little bit more. The average price of a home or condo went down by $20,000 month over month. Last year, we were going up by $10,000 or $20,000 per month. So we're sort of doing a reverse where we hit a high point by the looks of things in March, and now we're slowly coming back down to a more manageable level, a manageable target in terms of average price. We don't know what's coming down the pipe. We might continue to reduce in price, or we might be at a new threshold on the low end. We'll keep our eyes peeled to see what's happening in the market and what effects this have. Of course, the buyers are a little bit wary about buying a house, but the sellers are also a little bit wary about putting their house up for sale. And as a result, if the sellers are wary about putting their house up for sale, we might run into the same inventory crunch that we had before. And once buyers understand, okay, well, what's really happening with the interest rates, they might jump back into the market. So who knows what's going to happen? My crystal ball is in the shop, so I don't know, but we keep an eye on what's happening. Now, to break it down side by side onto the residential side, in the month of May, we sold 21% less houses, but again, the average price on the res side went up by 8.2%. The inventory, you can see there is more inventory. There's more to choose from, but still not a lot. Okay, we've got 1,600 houses to choose from at the end of May. Versus at the end of April, there were 1,300 houses to choose from. So still not a lot of inventory when you compare on a large scale. When you just compare on a small scale, it looks like more, but overall it's not that much. 36 days of inventory, so still a seller's market, just maybe not as frothy as it was before. Year to date, you can see the total number of residential sales is down by almost 14%, but the average price is up by approximately 12%. So, on the residential side, we went down by $24,000 month over month from March to April, and again, $25,000 month over month from April to May. So we really did hit that peak in March. So buyers who bought in March or they're closing now might be in a tough place with appraisal values. So there is an opportunity as well for some savvy buyers that might be able to get into the market for lower prices. And some sellers might be saying, look, I don't want to sell right now if the prices are down. Maybe they'll wait until they come back up. Who knows? The neat thing about the market is it changes, right? And hiring a professional will help you understand how those changes affect you and your family. Year to date on the condo world, we're looking at a total of, this is not year to date, this is month to date. In the month of May in the condo world, we sold less condos, so we sold 10.6% less condos, but the average price went up by 11.3%. The inventory is actually similar. It didn't rise the same way as it did on the res side, so we're dealing with about the same inventory. So as a result, we've got 1 month of inventory with the sales and the inventory. So the absorption rate is 1 month. And what that means is that when you compare the residential world to the condo world is actually doing slightly better. Even though the price is only up by 12% and the number of sales is down by 10.5%, when you compare the two of them, because there are less condos available for sale, it's continuing to push to bolster those prices. So it is outperforming marginally the residential market, being a little bit more affordable. You know, the major effects of the rate increases have put the home buyers down into being condo buyers. And again, there's some great investments out there, and it's the entry level price point, and that's typically what it had been in the past. And it looks like that's what it's going to continue to be as we move forward. So if you would like to discuss what all of this means to you and your family, whether you're buying, whether you're investing, whether you're selling, please, as always, reach out to me. The phone number 1-888-REAL585. And until then, keep it real, collective.